Everybody to another Palomar Athletics broadcast. This one is brought to you by none other than our amazing Palomar stream team. Camilo and I are going to be talking you through this one, where today we'll have Comets hosting San Diego Mesa for their regular season finale.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Shariah. And in just a little bit, our very own Adam Rodarte is going to be talking to Athletics Director Dan Lintz. It looks like that they're still taking care of business down there. So before that happens, what do you think, Shariah? It's a great day for football. Weather's looking good. We're looking to bring this event to come up to 500 here, and also looking to make sure we take home the
King of the county.
King of the county,
I
right?
want to sit on the throne. That's all I know. Both of these teams are undefeated when they play San Diego teams. So winner takes all for the throne today.
Yeah.
I want the crown.
So that's big. Something to play for. As Mesa comes out right here, I don't know if we could get a good shot at this. Like, I always love this scheme right here. I know as much as we're Palomar. This is that Steeler colorway.
Don't say it.
Right. I know that's your team right there, but, man, that makes you feel like it's football time.
That yellow, is that what it is for you?
It is, 100%. And I know every time we're sitting up here in this booth, the name always comes up. Troy Palomar, right?
That hair out the helmet makes me want to put some pads on myself, let my hair down.
Absolutely.
I think Adam's ready. Let's see what he has for us.
Yeah, let's go.
Here down at the field, giving you guys a little bit of a deep look into Palomar football. Right now, I'm going to give you guys a few player quotes. I was able to talk to Kavion Hicks and Isaiah Dixon. They were saying that this game means a lot to them because it is to be crowned. Whoever wins this game is to be crowned king of the county. So whoever wins, Palomar or San Diego Mesa, will be crowned king of the county. I also got a chance to talk to Bishop Tumblin. He was feeling very nostalgic about this game, but he's ready for the rivalry, and he's ready for this game. A few more things about today's game. We have a few keys. The first key of the game is we need to get the pass game going. Only 90 yards through the air last game and only 1 interception, no touchdowns. The second key of the game is they have to rekindle the flame that was once very vibrant in this defense. This defense against Saddleback had 4 interceptions. They have to get back on track to what was once a great defense. Final key of the game, they have to, and this is a must actually, they must give the ball to Chris Bosch. 232 rushing yards with 4 touchdowns last week. This is no joke. Chris Bosch is a real deal.
Well said. I really think Chris Bosch is going to be a big factor. I'm a big fan of him. You already know that, Camilla. I want my jersey signed by him. But I like what he said about getting the passing game going. You know, Palomar really struggles to get the offense going, especially early in the game. But if they can find their groove as far as passing goes, they're in great shape, don't you think?
I think so too, yeah. But it's going to be a tandem, right? You need to get the running game going in order to get the passing game and those lanes opened up in the air. Without it, it just doesn't work. So Chris Bosch, a lot of weight in his shoulders and legs in order to get that running game and the air game going.
The toss is up. Let's see who's going to win it today. Tails never fails. That's my guess. Looks like it's our choice to make. We're going to defer. We're going to save the best for later, right?
Yeah, I always like that. I prefer that. I don't know what it is. Black on red. Love it.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
looks like our reporter's finally ready to talk to our athletic director. Let's go ahead and check out and see what he has for us.
Yeah, let's go. Adam Rodarte on the field.
Player. I'm also here with Dan Linz, athletic director for Palomar College. So guys, how do we feel today about the King of the County Cup?
I mean, I feel pretty great about our team, for the junior colleges all around San Diego County. We want to win it, make sure we go out there and put out our best performance for, our area.
Well, exactly what DeMonte said, but I also want to add that, today is our Veterans Day celebration here at Palomar. We're honored to have DeMonte representing all the veteran students and all the military students who have attended Palomar over the years. Really, really grateful for him, grateful for the program that we have here at Palomar. And how do I feel? I'm excited. I'm pumped. Let's go get them.
Really big game today for both these teams, so let's see what happens for both teams. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How cool is that? I'm super pumped up. I think Dan might take the cake as the most pumped, though. Did you see his arms going?
Yeah, he's always like that.
know,
I mean,
bro, was all like,
He's the one guy that's like, should you be in the uniform? Should you be out there with everybody?
That's what I'm debating on. I don't know. He might still have some eligibility. Does it go away once you start being an athletic director?
No, I don't think so.
See, come on. Come on. We got pads for you, Dan.
Put me in, coach.
Please.
Literally, put yourself in, coach.
All right, Jack Myers set to take off the kickoff. Quarter one is just going to get ready to go. Ooh. Opted for the short one. Not sure that went the way we wanted, but I like the tricks early.
At this point, it's the last game of the season. You might as well try everything you have left in your bag of tricks.
Yeah, if they didn't try it before, why not try it now, right? Make sure you leave it all out on the table.
Yeah.
Saving that one for the last game, that's why.
And just because it could be the last game of the season doesn't mean the training ends today, right? There could be a lot of things that coaches are planning for next season.
Very true, especially because there's a lot of freshmen. So they'll still have another year, even though for the sophomores, this is their last hurrah.
Right.
Big stop there on first down. Way to set the tone. Hopefully that can continue for the run game. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just a 2-yard pickup.
It's going to be important for Palomar to set the tone early. Mesa's coming in very confident. They want to finish off their season strong, make sure they can get into this playoff in a strong run.
That was Danny Davis on the rush here. Let's see. They're going to pass this time, 2nd and 8. He's able to complete the pass after some Palomar pressure, but the first down has yet to be picked up. So we got a 3rd down coming up, and a flag is tossed. First flag of the game. We'll see who this is on.
Yeah, it seemed to happen out of bounds over there way after the play was over. Curious to see what this is going to be.
Looks like they changed their mind on that one. No flag that time. Pick it up, save it for later. We move on to 3rd and 4. You know, Mesa's quarterback, Jax Leatherwood, he's really been killing it this year. He's got almost 2,000 yards on the season. He's having a great freshman year. Here he is now on 3rd and 4. Short pass to the outside. Oof, let's see where they mark him. Might have been just enough to pick up the first down. And he's going to move the chains with that one. 1st and 10 here for the Olympians.
Yeah, and this Jax Leatherwood feller, he is a commanding presence out there at 6'8".
I bet you I could dunk on him.
Oh,
Just saying.
well, Shariah, I trust you,
Thank you.
but I'm not betting on you.
Wow, that's crazy. The odds are Odds, I'd get you a nice payday. Here we go. 1st and 10. They're going to run the ball. He's met by quite a few Palomar defenders, but it's a pretty good pickup for a 1st down. Excuse me, not for a 1st down, but on 1st down.
Stop. Moshi Talea will be a
6-yard pickup there. 2nd and 4th coming up.
A gain of 6. 2nd and 4 from the 39.
That was Danny Davis on the rush there. He was tackled by Jaden Latua. Here we go. Fakes the handoff, passes it to the outside. 1st down's picked up, plus more. All the way down to the 20, making their way to the red zone.
To Jaleel Tucker.
And very quickly, that squib kick that started off the game is already coming back to haunt Palomar.
Tucker
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Even though I'm a fan of tricks, I'm not so sure if I was a fan of that particular choice. If that's the case, what did we defer for, you know?
Yep. Well, hindsight's 20/20. We're gonna have to just see how the game plays out from this point.
1st down here, fakes the throw again, finds his man inside. What a grab that was. Looked bobbled for a second in the air, but he's able to bring it down, secure it. That was Jaleel Tucker again, making their way to the goal line now inside the 5.
1st down, Olympian. 1st and goal from the 3.
Little teammate help there, getting that helmet on right.
Mm-hmm.
What's a teammate for if they can't help you with your helmet?
Out on the field, Mesa College, that is their first.
Mesa's going to use their 1st timeout, talk some things over from 3 yards out.
So all business here very early on in the game from the Olympians, making sure that you're going to use this opportunity to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, Leatherwood looks very fluid to start the game. Got a good couple passes under his belt. Run game's moving. This is a very solid drive, 1st drive for the Olympians here. Hopefully Palomar can kind of bite down and prevent a touchdown, make them settle for a field goal.
And I think, like you mentioned, with the season he's had, this is what you get, right? A very confident quarterback this late in the season is just having exactly the type of game you're expecting him to have.
Oh yeah, he's rolling. His stats seem to make sense if it's based on this 1st drive. Let's see what they come out from the timeout with here. 1st and down from the 3. 1st and goal, excuse me. Gonna run it. Power his way through. He's able to get in for the score, pick up a quick 6. Ooh, saw a couple players going at the back of the end zone. But you gotta let it go when your team score. Don't pick up a flag there.
Yeah, simple as that. He pushed in. There's not much to it.
Yeah, Palomar definitely didn't have an answer for that 1st drive. They're able to cap it off with a touchdown.
So that was Danny Davis out of Escondido, California, coming back to haunt North County here.
Yeah, what would have loved to have him? Escondido. He had other things in mind.
I suppose so.
Olympian at heart. Extra point is up, and it is good. Olympian's going to finish their 1st drive up 7-0. Let's see how Palomar responds. It's going to be important looking back at some of the keys of the game here. A lot of that was on offense. They want Chris Bosch running and get that passing game going right away. 1st drive coming up. Let's see how they can handle that.
Yeah, the Olympians handled their drive incredibly fluid. You couldn't ask for anything more if you were on the coaching staff of Mesa, right? That was as well as you could ask for.
Not a single snap wasted there. Robert Petrich here for the kickoff. His 1st of the afternoon.
Maybe he'll squib kick it for us too.
Why not? Squib for a squib.
Sounds like something you'd get at Quiznos.
All right, that right there was squibless. We're going to have a return on this one. Up to the 25, just shy of the 25 before he's hit out of bounds.
Landry turns the ball to the 24-yard line. Michael Valenzo-Wade beats him out of bounds.
That was Vincent Landry the fourth on the return there for the Comets. I love when it gets to the Roman numerals. He's the fourth. First drive here for the Comets. KJ Chapman set to run the offense here from quarterback position. 1st and 10 from the 24. Receivers in motion. Hand off to Bosch. Bosch up the middle. Spins out of the tackle for one guy. Can't get away from the rest of the Olympians. Comets trying to push that pile. Got a couple extra yards there with a little push in action.
That's the thing about Bosch. In comparison to Jax Leatherwood, who we just compared at 6'8", he is only 5'9", and that's how much it took to try to bring him down. In fact, he never came down. They just had to blow that whistle.
8-yard pickup right there.
Incredible.
I would say about 3 of those were from the push. They're going to run it this time, but this one's going to go negative. Going to lose quite a bit of yards here. Going to be, I don't even know where we're going to start. That was Jaden Latua. Comets, we see that a lot more as the seasons went on. Latua's been running it, trying to pick up some powerful yards, but that time we were pushed back a couple.
Yeah, you're right. We've seen it when we try to get those short yard pickups, but I think Mesa's been all over that.
3rd and 5 here.
Look for the slant.
Almost had a Olympian jump offside there.
Almost.
KJ's going to keep it. Throws it to the outside. Ooh, it finds his man just in the fingertips. Amazing catch that time by Whitehead.
And you couldn't place that any better. And let's see if we can get a replay of that. Take a look at this, Shariah. He just waits in the pocket, and look at that placement.
Ooh, those hands stretching right out. I could have used a little Kanye with that one, playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? A little gospel, Father, stretch your hands. Why not?
I missed the old Kanye.
1st and 10 here from the 46. KJ's going to hand it off to Bosch. Bosch is lucky if he's able to pick up a yard on that one.
But it's that same yard as opposed to that 8-yard pickup. That's going to get Mesa scared.
Oh, yeah. He's just a couple moves away from getting completely loose and making that a really big gain. So they were lucky to corral that one before it got out of hand. 2nd and 9 here. We got a flag. Olympians are pointing at Comets. Comets starting to walk backwards, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like that blitz got him a little scared.
What is it? 2 for flinching?
Yeah.
Is that the game? False start there. 2 for flinching, Comets. 2nd and 14 now, following the penalty.
Second and 14 from midfield.
KJ keeps it. He's met with a lot of pressure, but is able to get it out of his hands just in time. Finds his man right in the middle of the field for a 1st down pickup. Sky Donald with it.
Yeah, right down the middle. Quick little U-turn on that. But he was wide open. That was a smart play to make.
And boy, did KJ take a hit on that one. Fresh set of downs here from the 32. Making their way on the other side of the field. Bosch in motion. KJ keeps. Quick pass to the outside. He's met right away by Olympian Sky Donald again with the short pickup. Hard hit. But he's able to hold on to the ball. That's the important part.
Very important and good on Sky Donald right there because he knew he was going to get hit the moment that ball came out of KJ's hand.
5-yard pickup. Comets offense looking pretty good. I'm liking the response I'm seeing so far. Second and 5 from the 27. KJ keeps again. Lofts one up. Looks like Comets are going to pick up a penalty here in their favor. Try to find Jake Whitehead there, but he was tripped up. Right away, he was looking at the ref with his hands up, wondering where his yellow flag is.
That's not the type of coverage you want.
Well, you heard the man, pass interference. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So the story of the season for Palomar, or Palomar's offense, I should say, a lot of the season has been these type of drives. Respectable, but unable to finish it. Let's see what happens here.
From the 12-yard line now, 1st and 10 for the Comets. Quick pass out to Bosch. He's met right away. Luckily, they mark him right back at the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see them run it here on second and 10. From the 12, KJ keeps it. He's looking for a man, has to scramble with it himself. Might have stepped out just shy of the 4-yard line, it looks like. They have him down right at the 4. Good heads-up play that time by KJ to pick up 8 instead of settling for an incomplete pass or forcing it and maybe something worse than just an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I think KJ heard you from up here. He wants to run it himself.
I'm telling you, I need to be on that sideline. I need access to his helmet, the speakers in his helmet, if that's even at this level.
Well, if you were in Boston about 15 years ago, you might have been.
See? Third down, big third down here for the Comets. Just 2 yards shy of a fresh set. They're going to call a timeout, talk it over. This is a really big third down for them. This is going to determine how the whole drive comes down to.
Well, it just shows you the intensity of this game, right?
Hey, it's for the throne, the whole San Diego enchilada.
San Diego enchilada.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that sounds so much better than King of the County.
They need to let me make these decisions. This is for the whole San Diego enchilada.
You could even reframe the trophy.
Just a whole enchilada.
Literally.
I love me a good enchi.
All right. Well, we're going to toss it to Adam here on the field and see what he has to say.
Back with Adam Rodarte here, right here on the field. Just as we're about to replay a down. If you notice, right here we have a blue fence, and that's going to be for future sight for part 2 of the stadium. Back to you guys.
Yeah, that blue stadium, that blue fence, you can't miss it, but I'm very excited to see what we're going to do with it. I'm waiting, I'm anticipating. Here we go, third down. They find his man in the end zone for the touchdown. Palomar responds with a touchdown of their own. Pending an extra kick, we will all be tied up here. Beautiful play that time by KJ. What a wonderful drive for the Comets. And they responded.
They did. They sure did. So Look at that. Adam, maybe the first thing that we can do is take a look and see if we can put up a mural of some touchdowns right up against that blue wall instead of that dirt field. I make fun of that dirt field all the time because the footballs end up all over that thing.
You're right. That's a little ball pin right there.
Well, ultimately what it is, Shariah, is behind that whole dirt field is the old building, and that's where all the athletics directors and everybody hangs out and does their work. Everything to make sure all these athletes can come out here and put in the work. And what it's going to be is they get new facilities to be able to do that.
So they're keeping a real close eye on
Yeah.
these athletes.
Pretty much. At the end of the day, this is their work field.
All right, so after that extra kick, we're all tied up here, 7-7. Great response from Palomar's offense. Let's see if their defense can lead off some of that energy and put a stop here to this, what looked like a pretty good Olympian offense. Shaping up to be a pretty good battle for the throne. That whole enchilada's still up in the air for grabs. Jack Myers with the warm-up jumps there. Those are pretty important.
Yeah, they are. And let's see if he learned from his last squib kick. Obviously not his call, but
Jonathan Myers kicking. Jalil Tucker back for the Olympians.
Squibless kick this time. Tucker set to return here for the Olympians. He's met just shy of the 30. That looked kind of scary for a second. If he broke through that gap, he might have been long gone.
Edgar Silva and Luke Hilton with the stop.
all right. So this time Mesa's going to have to put on a full drive.
Placed at the 20.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
a
they're going to
short
have to
one.
earn the yards this time.
First and 10, San Diego Mesa.
Let's see how Leatherwood can get his guys together, what kind of drive they can put together in response to that Comet touchdown. First and 10 from the 29. Fakes the handoff, quick pass to the outside. Wraps up his foot. He was holding on to that ankle for dear life right there.
He sure was. And that's great. And he was able to hold him just long enough for everybody else to get there and make sure he didn't escape. Because if no one was able to get there, there was a lot of green ahead of him.
Second and
9-yard pickup that time. Second and very short here from the 38. Leatherwood keeps. Quick pass again. Flag is up in the air. I count 6 Comets there to make that tackle.
Definitely hounding. Some words going back and forth, but I'm more worried about that laundry on the floor.
As of now, it's a first down, but we'll see what the flag has to say. Roughing the passer. That's going to be a big one. Big 15-yard pickup there for the Olympians. It was a pretty quick pass coming out of Leatherwood's hand, so I understand a late hit, but you really got to have your awareness up because you can't afford to just give up 15 yards like that.
Just like that, they're past the 50, Shariah.
Scary hours approaching. First and 10 from the 45. Leatherwood's going to go with another quick pass. That one's out of reach for his receiver. Incomplete. A rare sight for the Olympians. We don't see too many incomplete passes. That time we did, luckily.
It's interesting right there, you know, watching Mesa fall under pressure. And I'm talking specifically about Leatherwood right there. It's still, like, not a fear factor. You know what I mean?
Right.
Very mechanical way of getting rid of the ball right there.
For sure. He knows exactly where he wants to go with it, and if it's on, he's going to fire away. 2nd and 10 from the 45. Leatherwood keeps it again. Pocket looks beautiful, moves around a little bit. Whoo, somehow finds his receiver just through the hands of a Comet. Looked like it was almost going to be intercepted, but Jalil Tucker somehow ends up with it. And a big pickup that time for the Olympians.
Good play, first down.
Let's take a look at that again, because that was just insane. How was he able to get through that?
Ooh, it slid right through his hands.
Wow, just when you thought there was a pick six for the Comets, it's a first down with plenty of real estate to gain for the Olympians.
He's going to want that one back. Those are the plays that really haunt you.
They do.
Creep
That's
up
gonna
on you
be
in your sleep.
Yeah.
Fresh set of downs here coming from the 21. Leatherwood keeps again. Oh, and it is, this time it is intercepted. Davon Green that time comes up with it. Woo, he got a second chance at that one. Big pick. Let's look at that replay. I was holding my breath for a second here. Look at this.
Leatherwood got too confident, and right there,
he's able to bring it down. It was bobbling for a second. Comes down with it. The catch is all that matters. Interception complete. Comets taking the ball the other way. What a stop that time. What a turnover by the Comets. And now we have the ball back.
Yeah, and Davon Green has been an interception machine this entire season. That is going to be, let's see, his seventh.
Seventh on the season?
Incredible.
I would stop throwing it to his side of the field. All right, 1st and 10 for the Comets. They're backed up way, way close to their end zone. Scary sighting here. KJ's going to, he finds his man way open with a lot of yards to go. This one's going to be a foot race. Let's see how much he can pick up. He's still going. Whew, just shy of the 20-yard line. Big pickup that time by Elijah Hudson. Man, what a momentum.
Those are exactly the types of plays you sign up for when you turn on Madden, when you turn on NCAA football. You sign up for that from the 1-yard line.
No one nearby, just blown covers that time by the Olympians.
I think they were expecting to run the entire time.
I wish he had a little bit of a turbo button there, because that one would have been to the house. But hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. We were backed up all the way to our own goal line, and now look at us knocking on the door of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 22.
And you can get the bully off of you really fast, just like that.
Well said. Flag, another flag. KJ is not happy with this team. Looks like a false start for the Comets.
No, he is not, because he knows this is the time to stomp.
Oh, yeah. Really put some fear into the Olympians. But when you just commit false starts like that and, shoot yourself in the foot time and time again, you let the Olympians kind of catch their breath, talk things over, gather themselves together, and have a chance to really put a stop to this drive, this momentum that the Comets are really building. Coming off of an interception, then you get a big gain, you're knocking on the red zone, then you false start. Just something you don't want to see.
No, you don't. Momentum. You said it right there, Shariah. It can flip at a moment's notice.
1st and 15. KJ keeps it. Quick pass out to Sky Donald. He's met right away, wrapped up. Pretty short gain there, if at all. 1 yard on that one. 2nd and 14 from the 26 coming up. Got about 2.5 minutes left in this, what's been an exciting first quarter.
Gain of 1. 2nd and 14 from the 6.
Looks like Comets still discussing that play. Second and 14. KJ steps back. He's going to have to move around. Olympians are going to pick up a sack here. Big sack for them. This 3rd down can really decide where the momentum's going to end up going here.
Man, and you can almost trace it back to that false start.
Exactly. Seemed like we had something going. KJ was really trying to move fast prior to that 1st down, but you could see as soon as he saw the flag go, he was pretty upset, and he knew this was going to kind of alter the drive the way things were going. Now they're looking at 3rd and 20 from the 32.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
3rd and 20 from the 32. They were hugging on the red zone. Now they're all the way backed up here.
Sometimes the numbers in this game can just push you back.
3rd and 20. Ooh! Tries to find Tate Reed that time, but it's deflected. Luckily not intercepted. Seemed like if the Olympians were just happened to be in the perfect gap, that one could have been going the opposite way. Comets are going to have to settle here, unfortunately.
And this is going to be a tricky punt right here because they're going to have to try to land it somewhere between the 10.
Give it a little cheap shot, take a nice
Yeah.
bounce.
Not easy at all.
In this situation, I don't think I would have been too upset with them going for it. Let's see what kind of bounce. Oh, not even really a bounce. Up for debate there. That one goes right into the end zone right away. That was Camden Cowgill trying to pull off the punt miracle. So the interception that Comets had is going to not really be a factor there. That drive comes to an end, a very disappointing end. Comets had to punt and give the ball back to the Olympians. Leatherwood's going to have another chance at this before the quarter ends. We got about a minute, 3 seconds here. He's going to be backed up to his own 20, so he'll have to go 80 yards to knock on that end zone door. Handoff up the middle. About a 3-yard pickup that time.
Davis tries the left side for a short gain. Stop.
Second and 7 as the clock ticks away in this first quarter. About 35 seconds here. Leatherwood keeps it. Short pass. Heavy pressure from the Comets. They corral the Olympian that time. Another short pickup on 2nd down. That's going to bring our first quarter to an end. They're just going to let the play clock run out here.
All right, and while the first quarter comes to an end, we're going to toss it down to the field, and we're going to talk to some of the cheerleaders. Nice, what do you got for us?
Yeah, so I'll hand it off to you guys. Speak a little louder so you get the mic.
All right, give us a second on that one. It seems like the cheerleaders weren't quite ready for their camera moment, so we'll get back to them when we have some time. That was a pretty exciting first quarter. I'm kind of disappointed that, the Comets couldn't get that one into the end zone there, especially coming off of that really big interception. But we'll see if their defense can maybe do that again, give us another chance.
That's always tough. It was such a good interception, too.
Yeah, he wanted his team to really reward him for that one, get a touchdown coming off of that turnover.
And right after that, having that massive pass.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All you could see was the red end zone. Wasn't able to get there, though. Couple, unnecessary penalties by the Comets. Started to put that touchdown a little bit out of reach. All right, second quarter here, Leatherwood with it. He's got plenty of time. Finds his receiver. Decent pickup, enough for the first down. First down, that time is by Kendall Ayersman. Ayersman?
Ayersman. Kendall.
Kendall. We'll go
Our
with
boy
Kendall.
Kendall.
Kendall A. Kendall A with the first down pickup.
First and 10 from the 32.
First and 10 from the 32 here. Leatherwood keeps it. Short pass to the outside. Isaiah Dixon wasn't able to get his head turned around, but that doesn't matter. The pass is not complete. Looks like the Olympians wanted a flag there for some interference. Refs didn't see it that way, so we got second down coming up following the incomplete pass. Second and 10 here from the 32. Leatherwood with a hard count. Doesn't fool the Comets. Leatherwood keeps it. Whoo, just finds his man as that pocket was starting to collapse on him. Short pickup that time. Paget for the Olympians.
Cucumber, right?
Oh, yeah. He's seen that before. 3rd and 6 coming up. 4-yard pickup. Hey, I'll take 4 yards instead of taking a sack, right?
All day.
Big 3rd down here. Leatherwood. Quick pass to the outside, complete. Out to Kendall again. He's going to pick up the 1st down and a little bit more. Looked like Davon Green kind of took that one a little personal with that tackle. Potentially might have even came a little banged up after that play. Looks like he's going to take a breather on the sideline.
I think he's still more hurt about that interception not counting for more.
I'm not upset at that thought.
From the 49.
1st and 10 from the 49. Leatherwood keeps it. Quick pass again. That time it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Paget, complete.
Paget, the intended receiver. Comments were all over that. I guess they knew he was going there. They read his mind. They read Leatherwood's mind.
2nd and 10.
They did their homework on Leatherwood.
Is that enough to say mind control?
Well, they're going to have to continue it in order to keep this game close, in order to win this game.
2nd and 10 from the 49. Leatherwood again. Whoo, he's nearly picked off. That time it would have been by Gavin Galzote. He's fired up about that one. Maybe he thinks he should have came down with that one. That was pretty fast, though. I think he's just happy his man didn't catch it. 3rd and 10 coming up.
It is a pretty unique type of offense to watch, right? Like, it's an almost like instant fake handoff, and right after that, he's already tossing it.
Throwing it. 3rd and 10 here. Another short pass. Whew. I think he picked up just enough for the 1st down. Isaiah Strong was the defender that met him, but it's about a yard too late. So the Chains will move on that one. That was a big 3rd and 10 completion. Couple big stops on 1st and 2nd down, but got to have an answer on 3rd down as well. And that time Palomar just isn't able to come up with one. And the Olympians will move the Chains. A rare run here by the Olympians. Couple yard pickup. About 3 that time. Davon Green's going to come back into the game.
Well, good to see he was okay. Not the type of player that's just going to step off because any little thing hurts.
Exactly. Had to be a reason. Happy to see him back out there. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Olympians. 12 minutes left to go in this half. Leatherwood keeps it. Out to Paget again. That one's incomplete. Must have hit the ground. From the booth, I thought he had a pretty good pickup. But, you know, Comets waving incomplete, and the refs agree. Hit the ground. 3rd down coming up.
And that's just a mental mistake right there because he was wide open.
Another big third down coming up. Comets, I think they really need to get off the field here. If they let them pick up the first down, I'm pretty scared of how this drive's going to end and how momentum will shift. So big third down here. 3rd and 7 from the 37. Comets bringing some pressure. Ooh, it's bobbled momentarily and it falls incomplete after the hard hit from the Comets. It looked like for a second they were going to pick up that first down on a circus play. Comets are out there hugging and celebrating. That was a close call.
And a rare behind the back play by
Looks like there
Leatherwood.
might have been a false start here. A late flag. Saw a ref signaling false start. I'm not really sure what the word is on the field. As it stands right now, it's 4th and 7. Mesa staying on the field, though, so either way, they're going for things. All right, 4th and 7 coming up. Olympians going for it. That one's incomplete. Comets are going to take over on downs. That one wasn't dangerous at all. Even if he did happen to catch it, he still would have needed to pick up a couple yards with Comets surrounding him.
That's a bit gutsy there, Troy. What do you think?
I mean, it kind of reminds me of the last drive we saw at Palomar. You know, it's obviously a little too far for a field goal attempt, but it would be an awkward punt. You know, give Comets the ball at the 20-yard line, or you take a nice bounce. So there's not too much of a risk, I would say. I mean, you want them to start at the 20, obviously, but I mean, 7-yard pickup, it's not impossible. We watched them complete a 3rd and 10.
See, I thought when you said go for it, I thought you meant like go for a field goal.
Right, right.
Which I was like, man, that's a long field goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, I'm with you.
1st and 10 here coming up for the Comets, starting at their own 37. KJ's going to keep it. Quick pass out to Bosch up the middle. Short pickup that time for the Comets. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Looks like he's sitting right at that 2.5 range. They're going to call it 2. He's got 8 yards to pick up the first. Okay, they gave him the extra yard. 2nd and 7 coming up. Told you it was that weird in between.
Oh, we round up here.
We do. 2nd and 7 from the 40. Handoff to Bosch. He's going to run very hard to pick up those extra couple yards. He had a man draped all over his back there, giving him a piggyback ride. All the way up to the 44. 3rd and 3 coming up. Looks like KJ's going to take a breather. Palomar going to put Jacob Harris in. I love a little mid-game switch up. You can count on the Comets to give you that little thrill at quarterback position.
Done that a lot this season. Let's see how this plays out. Oceanside native.
Jacob Harris here for the first time today. He's going to keep it on 3rd and 3, try to pick it up himself. Olympian's going to come up with a stop that time.
Jacob Harris tries the right side.
Looked like he picked up about maybe a yard and a half. I don't know if the rounding that time is going to go in our favor. How did you feel about that?
It was a little interesting. Maybe he was a little lighter on his feet, and that's why they chose to go with him.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I agree with that play calling. I think I would have let KJ finish off that drive. Comets here with the punt.
Logan back to the kick.
Takes a bounce.
And it goes out of bounds.
Olympian's going to start with the ball about 22-yard line. Just under 10 minutes left. 9 minutes, 42 seconds left in this second quarter. Both teams still hanging on to 2 timeouts. Plenty of time in the second quarter. We're not even really in timeout range yet.
No, not yet. So it's a very interesting first quarter. This one's kind of taken off to...
maybe the exact opposite of that, right?
It's been a little weird.
Punt for punt. Or 4th down for 4th down. We'll see what Leatherwood can cook up here. Let him cook, Camilo. Let him cook.
Let's see.
He's just standing so tall over that line of scrimmage.
Massive individual.
Handoff here. Up the middle. Comets put a stop to that one pretty quickly. Maybe about 2-yard
Silas,
pickup.
The ball carrier right up the middle.
3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Sisson in the
Olympians
five,
still
on the
hugging on
stop.
to their own 25-yard
Gain of
line.
3, 2nd and 7 from the 25.
Leatherwood with the pass. That one's bounced off of Davion again, trying to come down with his second pick. This one's he's got his head on his ground after that one. He knows he should have came down with that one. Might have closed his eyes a little bit. Olympians are really lucky that one just falls incomplete instead of a walk-in pick 6 there. You know, he did that earlier in the game, and then the very next play he comes up with an interception. Let's see if he's got a pattern going. I love a good pattern.
It's like a back and forth type of thing.
Third and 7 from the 25.
3rd and 7 here from the 25. Leatherwood with it, heavy pressure from the Comets. Incomplete pass again. Great defense that time by the Comets. They were everywhere. Even if that pass did end up in his man's hand by way of miracle, I don't think he would have picked up the first. Might have even caught it out of bounds.
You might be Olympians, but they're not gods.
You're right. And that San Diego enchilada is still hanging over everyone's head.
Soraya, I think if they're listening to you, they're going to rename it this year.
San Diego enchilada
Danny Valencia back.
in honor of Shariah.
Oh,
Mesa to kick.
Come on now.
I don't know back.
Olympians are going to punt here. Comets are going to get the ball back with forever to go in this second quarter. Pretty short punt. Let's see what kind of Sky Donald's met right away by the Olympians. Big hit that time. I thought he was considering let it bounce. Maybe take a Comet bounce, kind of back away from it. He opts to get hit.
opts to get hit.
He opts to get hit. It's football after all.
Sky Donald gets up from that hit and taunts the person that hit him as to say, be careful when you hit me. I am the wall.
He is the wall. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really into walls, period. I don't hit walls. I stay away from walls.
Not my thing either.
Yeah. Even if the wall has pads, I'm still staying away.
Not into them. More of a fence guy.
KJ back out there for the Comets. 1st and 10 from their own 40. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left in the second quarter. 2 timeouts. Quick pass this time to Sky Donald. Tries to make one man miss, and he does. 2 other Olympians meet him there short after. About a 4-yard pickup that time. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Chris Bosch hitting the field, talking things over with KJ. I'd love to see Chris Bosch with the run. You know me.
It's about time.
It is. I'd like to see him get a little more involved here, whether that's from a screen pass or just, running, something here. Chris Bosch with the run, up the middle. Olympians are going to punish him that time. That's not the wall he wanted, since we're on the topic of walls.
Bosch right up the middle, no room.
Nowhere to go. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Curry and Woodley with the stop. 3rd and 6 from the 44.
KJ keeps it. Moving around in the pocket. It's collapsing on him. He's going to take the sack. Ooh. A couple of the linemen getting a little handsy there. No flag on the play, though. 4th down coming up for the Comets. Just as quick as they get the ball, they'll be punting it away.
Curry with the sack.
That's right. It looks like we've reached the point where both teams have figured each other out, and we're at a stalemate.
Oh, yeah. Things can only get uglier, it seems like.
Yeah. But something's going to have to give, one point or another. Whether it's a mistake or someone eventually does figure out one little slip in the crack.
Oh, yeah. It'll come down to a couple deciding plays here, it seems like. Ooh, that punt is muffed. Who can fall on it first? Oh, man, that would have been a great opportunity that time for the Comets. Maybe one of those plays you were just referencing. They would have had that ball right inside the red zone, just shy of the 15. But instead, the Olympians fall on it. They get a miracle.
It slipped through him just like butter, but he was able to land right back on it.
Luckily. I was holding my breath for a second. I didn't know who was on the bottom of that pile.
Unbelievable.
First and 10 for the Olympians, the ball at the 18.
First and 10 here for the Olympians, all the way on their own 18. Got quite a ways to go to get in that end zone, but they've got 7 minutes to do it. So time is not an issue here. It's really mostly about stringing together some good plays, I'd say, on offense for both of these teams.
That's true. Getting a few first downs, that's what gets a good drive.
Handoff up the middle, short gain that time again.
Benny Davis.
Both teams have been handling the run game really well. Everybody's defending at the highest level, it seems like. These yards are hard to come by.
Very true. Nothing's a given. Everything's
First
hardly
and
earned.
2 with the stop. A gain of 4, second and 6.
Gain of 4 that time. 2nd and 6 coming up
From the 20.
from their own 22. Quarterback keeps it. Steps back. He's hit right away. The pass is just short. Looks like Palomar had a chance for another interception. Quick reaction time that time by the Comets, but the pass hits the ground just before his fingertips are able to get a good grip on things.
Jaden Latua saw that just fall,
Taleo
what,
with the
1 or 2
pressure,
feet in front of him.
and
There's nothing he can do.
Third and 6.
3rd and 6, just like that. Trying to get him with the hard count. Nobody's biting here. Olympians are going to take a timeout, leaving them with 1 left to go. They tried to draw Comets offside that time, but it didn't work, so now they need a timeout to really talk about it.
Down to the field and get a hold of these cheerleaders we were going to talk to earlier. So
Oh, yeah, I love me some
It's
cheerleaders.
Adam Rodarte back
we
on
got?
the field. I have a few of the Palomar Comet cheerleaders here with us.
Hi, my name is Haley Pickett, and I've been on the cheer team for 3 years.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Sanchez, and I've been on the cheer team for 3 years.
Hi, my name is Katie Ewig, and I've also been on the team for 3 years.
Hi, my name is Reagan Barnum, and I've been on the team for 2 years.
We're so excited for this season. We started off cheering at the Escondido High School.
And we are the first Palomar cheer team to be on this field cheering.
We're so glad for the legacy that this team has created, and we're hoping that it grows. And to sign you guys off, one last thing. Go Comets!
Thank you, guys. Back to the booth.
Well, isn't that just nice? You got to have some cheerleaders. This football team is nothing without the cheerleaders. And like they said, they're the first ones to step on this field. So the legacy starts with them. I'm very proud of them. 3-year cheerleaders right there. We're nothing without the cheerleaders. Right, Camilla?
yeah, that's excited. It's good to see that. Good to hear Go Comets finally.
Big 3rd and 6 here for the Olympians. The other one's going to try to run it and pick up the first down. Let's see where they mark him.
It's going to be close. According to Mr. H down there in the stripes, it's going to be a first down.
First and
Okay.
good for a first down. Mesa.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's going to be a first down. Move the change that time.
Patrick and Latou.
Picked up
Down.
just enough.
10
Right.
28.
I know, right? When are we going to see some measuring going on? That one was pretty close. You can't trust the human eye.
All right, now I'm just saying.
1st and 10 here from the 28. QB's going to keep it, working around the pocket. Shovel pass out there. Pretty good heads up aware play there by Leatherwood. Get it out of his hands. Pick up some positive yardage.
Pass complete to Danny Davis. Tackle
That's not something you see very often.
Patrick and Latua.
Let's just take a quick look at that again.
A gain of 9, second
Because
and
look at this
1
guy.
from
And
the
first of all, look
37.
how fast Leatherwood is, and that just comes out so quickly.
Ooh. I love a good unorthodox play.
Yeah. And that's what makes him so special. Like, you have to admire that.
9-yard pickup that time. 2nd and 1 coming up after that. He's going to hand it off. Let's see where they mark him. I think he might have picked up the first.
Davis on the right side.
He needed one, and he got exactly that. Just one. Enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs coming up here for the Olympians. Clock's ticking just under 5 minutes now. 4 minutes, 53 seconds left. Olympians hanging on to 1 timeout. Still all the way at their 38. Got a good ways to go here. But they're putting together some creative plays. We just saw that shovel pass. Leatherwood using his feet to pick up a first down. Handoff there, just shy of the first down. Now they got a new set of downs. So they're rolling.
They're rolling, and and it takes a special kind of player like Leatherwood.
Here he is again. He's going to drop back. Finds this guy who has to jump somewhat high for that one. It was kind of funny there. It looked like the Jordan logo for a second for a short pickup. I thought he was going to try to pull a Saquon, maybe jump backwards over his guy. I don't know. He was hurdling, but hey, either way, he completed the pass, picked up a short 3 after that acrobatic-looking movement there.
Yeah, sure. And dude right there, that's Kendall Iresman, and he went up there pretty high.
He likes to jump.
Yeah.
I get a feeling this isn't his only sport.
No.
2nd and 7 here from the 41. Another hard count. They're trying to draw them offside. Maybe a miscommunication there because it looked like an Olympian false start. As soon as the quarterback saw it, he kind of dropped his head there. Couldn't believe his guy moved. Thank you, ref. Love that explanation. Penalty. 2nd and 12 here. Following that one. Camilo thinks I'm hilarious, if you can't tell. 2nd and 12 coming up from the 36. Following penalty. Quarterback keeps it. Heavy pressure. Dumps it just in time. A lot of yards picked up after the catch. He knows it, too. Moving his head with some swagger that time. Nice little head bop. Staring down the Comets sideline. Yeah, ref's got to talk to him. It was getting a little close there.
Yeah, it's Danny Davis wearing that 24. Those Cal Berkeley colors. Reminds me of who's that boy from Oakland?
Which one?
You know why I'm here.
Oh, good old beast mode.
Yeah.
Let me get my Skittles from the snack bar. We'll have a party. 3rd and 2 coming up here. About 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes left here. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to be exact, because you know I love to be exact. Another handoff here for the Olympians. Beast mode. Let's see where they mark him. Yeah, he's going to definitely pick up the first down.
Davis on the left side, good for a first down.
Clock's going to keep rolling, ticking away. Now we're going to start seeing what they do with their timeout. We'll see if they get a playoff before 2-minute warning.
First and 10.
That's right here during crunch time. They're going to have to do it real fast.
Let's see. Yep, 2-minute warning. They weren't able to get that playoff just in time. I don't see the point in why they even snapped the ball. It didn't look like they wanted it bad enough. All right, so 2-minute warning here. We're going to take a look at some commercials. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I have a job today in television because of the hands-on experience I received at Palomar College. From the state-of-the-art equipment and diverse programs to the amazing faculty, it's everything you need to be successful in today's industry. Palomar College, learning for success.
It is often said that education is our passport to the future. For over 70 years, Palomar College has been educating our community, empowering students to learn for success. Create your future today.
Thank you, guys. Welcome back. Adam, what's it looking like out there? What are you seeing?
So, we're here down at the field. Looking pretty good so far. Still tied 7-7. We'll see if this offense can try to get it going. This defense has been really good so far, making a lot of stops. 1 interception for Davon Green and 1 pass breakup. Let's see if it can continue. Try to add more interceptions, try to add more pass breaks up on that defense. On the offensive side, not as spectacular as weeks past. Only 13 yards for Chris Bosch, so let's see if they can ramp it up a little bit. Back to you guys.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Adam. I agree. And Davion's been close a few times, and I think he's going to get close again. That's going to be a story to watch. We've definitely seen him have big games. And same, yeah, Chris Bosch. His story all season long. I'm waiting for him to have a big game this game. There's not going to be any more games.
You're right. Hey, he's a freshman. He'll be here next season.
Yeah. If he can break out, that's definitely going to keep Palomar in the game. So, absolutely spot on, Adam. Thank you for that.
3rd down coming up here for the Olympians. 3rd and 8. Less than a minute here. He's able to grab that and fall out of bounds somewhat. Let's see how they call that one. 1st down for sure. Clock's going to stop for now. 49 seconds. Seems like refs got to talk it over.
They do. Referee with the L giving us Palomar the L.
They called that one incomplete.
Yeah.
After a discussion. That's why you got to talk it over with your crew. Comets are celebrating, but there's still a 4th down, and we've seen the Olympians go for it, so who knows? Looks like they're going to send the punting team on this time, though.
Smart move.
So Palomar is going to get the ball back with around 40 seconds left, and they're still holding on to 2 timeouts, so that's plenty of time to make something happen. Sky Donald's back to receive. You know he's pretty shifty. You don't want to see him get loose.
No, you don't. And us 5'8" folks, we know. We're shifty. We're quick. We can make things happen.
You know, Camilla, from the sound of it, I think you might need a pair of pads. A helmet.
Put me in. Oh,
Sky Donald, yeah, he's going to be hit again that time. Palomar is going to be around their 15. Looks like officially marked at the 14-yard line. So they got a ways to go. 42 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Couple big plays, maybe chip away at some big yardage here, and we got action. In a tie game, you never know. A field goal can be the deciding factor. So let's just see if we can maybe even get in range.
Sky Donald reminded me exactly why I'm up here and not down there.
Yeah, from here, sometimes you feel like, you know what, I have what it takes to play. And then you see a hit like that, and you're like, I'm cool with the headset and the booth and the AC and the sun hitting me just right. A good view. Let's see what the Comets can cook up here from their own 14. 1st and 10 from the 42. KJ out there to lead this offense. Hand off to Bosch. Bosch is going to get loose for a second. Find a nice sized gap there for about an 8-yard pickup. Clock's going to keep ticking, though. We'll see what the Comets are going to do here.
I don't think unless they pick up a 1st down, they're going to really try to do anything.
And that's not really the attitude I really want to see, especially in a tie game. What do you have to lose with a minute left in the half and you've got 2 timeouts? I'd say go for it. Another handoff again here to Bosch. He is a playmaker, though. It's enough for the 1st, but this clock's going to run out here. Oh, 7 seconds. Don't tell me now they want a timeout. Maybe they know something I don't know. Okay, clock's going to keep going. So we're going to be going to halftime here with the tie game, 7-7.
Just like that, that brings us to a half. But before we cut it into half, let's have a chat here with Adam Rodarte. Adam, what are you seeing down there?
It's halftime now. Score is still 7-7. We got the team still coming in. So, I was able to talk to running back from San Diego Mesa, number 24, Davon Green. He said he wanted 2 or 3 touchdowns on the day today. However, he only has 1, so let's see if the Palomar defense can continue to stop them. Another thing to mention, Chris Bosch has been a little bit underwhelming this game, but I feel like he's definitely going to get his footing in and try to get his hard yardage as he does every single game. We got a few of them still shuffling in. Let's kick it back to you guys.
Well said there. He's right. It has been a battle of the running back so far. Chris Bosch has been a little quiet. Comets, you know, they've been able to put a stop to the run game on the other side of things. And we're going into halftime 7-7.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw a little bit of Chris Bosch right there get going. If we just are able to give him the ball like he's supposed to be doing.
Right. Big playmaker.
Yeah.
It's a weapon.
And then we're able to see the big passes like we saw to Whitehead, right? So
definitely opens things up. So maybe we'll be seeing that in the second half, like you and Adam are both asking for. 7-7. Don't go anywhere. Halftime's going to be over before you know it.
All right. In the meantime, we're going to toss it over to commercials, and yeah, we'll be back.
Woke up this morning with the sunrise in my eyes. Just like a new day, a breath of fresh air in my life.
Public Works Department is the department of city government that provides services and maintains the infrastructure of counties, cities, and federal government as well.
If there's something going on out in the public right-of-way or in any of that infrastructure, the Public Works Department takes care of it.
Infrastructure could be buildings, it could be the roads, parks, and you do that on a daily basis.
A lot of other colleges do not offer this program.
Fortunately, this course is currently offered 100% online, allows you to make it work to your schedule.
What I really enjoy about Public Works is we go in and we know for a fact at the end of the day we're helping the public. We're taking care of the community.
Welcome back, everyone, for the second half of the football game. This one's for the whole San Diego Enchilada, king of the county game. 7-7. I think, you know, both teams have been playing really well, especially both defenses. And I think on our end of things, it'd be nice if we could maybe capitalize on some of those almost turnovers. We got our hands almost coming down with some interceptions, but I think if we could really seal the deal on those, that could be a deciding factor in such a close game.
I think so, too. The running game's got to get going. The enchilada's complex, right? You got to have a good tortilla.
Right.
You got to have your chicken or beef, chicken preferably.
I'm with you.
You got to have some good sour cream.
Yeah.
Right? But you got to have the things that accompany it on the side to make it a good plate. Right? What do you have?
I need rice and beans. Personally, that's me.
Right?
A little chips and salsa on the side if we're really getting to it.
Exactly. And if you don't have that, then what's it going to be? It's not going to be a good plate.
Exactly.
So all this, like, we're not going to have a good passing game if we're not going to get the good running game going.
For sure. It opens things up.
So if we don't get Chris Bosch going, then I don't see how we really get our head going in the game. And right now you see a 7-7 game going, and it's been tough. If you're a fan of defense and sleeping, then this is the game for you. Right? The first quarter was incredibly fun to watch. After that,
things slowed down for sure.
Exactly.
No real momentum built either way, and if it was taken away by some penalties on both sides of the game. So I'm totally in agreement with you. I think, you know, opening the offense up, getting the run game going would be helpful on both ends. I mean, the run defense for both teams has been phenomenal. So I guess it's going to come down to who can make the least amount of mistakes, who can capitalize off of their drives that they put together without getting, you know, some unnecessary penalties. I think that's what it'll come down to for this enchilada.
Let's get this enchilada plate.
Olympians are going to kick off here. Comets are going to start on offense for the second half. Sky Donald's back to receive. Here we go. Gonna let this one go for a touchback. No problem with that if you're a Comet.
What a booming kick. No chance to run that one back.
No chance. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 25 is where we're going to start this drive. KJ set to lead this offense at the quarterback position. Pretty strong first half for him. Still in a 7-7 game. We'll see what he can put together here. Hand off to Bosch right away. First play. Makes one man miss. Whew. Started to dig deep there. Keep those feet moving. Pick up an extra couple yards there. That run's good for 7. It's exactly what you want to see, right, Camilo?
That's about it. There's 11 Olympians on the field, and it takes about 6 or 5 of them to bring down Bosch. That's how strong he is.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a playmaker here for the offense. 2nd and 3rd coming up. From the 32, another handoff to Bosch again. This time he stopped really close to the line of scrimmage. Not sure if he gained anything there.
Bosch carries on the right side again. No gain.
No gain that time. 3rd and 3 from the 32. First drive of the half. They really want to pick up this first down. Get some of a flow going here coming out of the locker room.
Third and 3 from the 32.
Another handoff to Bosch. 3rd time straight on this drive. Looks like he's going to lose a yard. So we asked for some run game, and we saw it on each play of the drive. I think I was expecting a passing attempt at least once there. What do you think, Camilo?
Well, it's got to be a little bit of mix and match, right? This is just one drive to get going. Unfortunately, it didn't go the Comets' way. There's still a lot of life left in this game, so we'll see how it goes. But it's definitely going to get Mesa thinking, okay, they're going to alter how they're playing. Because if all Palomar is going to do is just pass, that's very one-dimensional. Now at least Mesa's thinking, okay, cool, they're going to run the game a little bit.
With a great punt to the
So
10
Palomar
yard
forced
line.
to punt that time. Olympians going to take over here, the 10-yard line. Pretty good punt that time from the Comets.
That punt was a 59-yarder.
Leatherwood is 6'8", 242 pounds. That's a lot of man right there. He's going to keep it. Short throw that time. It's deflected, and it's intercepted again. That's Davon Green, his 2nd of the day. What was that, 8 on the season?
Number 8 indeed.
Lucky number 8. That one had a couple deflections before it found his gloves. He's happy about it. Let's take another look at that one.
And it was a deflection indeed, up in the air, up for grabs, and who better to come up with it?
That one seemed like it was in the air for a long time.
It was.
Following that deflection.
He always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Like you said, 8th interception. That's
Glad
just
he was
incredible.
able to see that one all the way in. He's had a couple moments where he could have got maybe at least 1 or 2 more interceptions, but you know, fell incomplete. So I know he's happy about that one. He's going to be even happier if Palomar can find a way to punch this one into the end zone.
That's right, and that was one of Adam's points. He wanted to see more interceptions.
Yep.
And there it is.
Quick pass this time by KJ into the open field, making their way to the 25. Deshaun Williams that time as the receiver.
Walker and Shepard on the stop. A gain of 9.
9-yard pickup right there. 2nd and 1 coming up from the 25. We'll see if they run it here. KJ's going to keep it. Short pass again. Enough to pick up the first down and a couple more.
Shepard on the defense, but it's a first down.
Deshaun Williams again, back-to-back plays. Comets are going to move the chain, making their way to the 21-yard line, knocking on this red zone. Second drive of the half for them, coming off of this interception. Hand off to Bosch. Bosch up the middle, makes one man miss. Is wrapped up by a couple Olympians.
Ball on the right side.
Just shy of the 15.
Worsley with the stop. A gain of 5.
Second and 5 coming up. 5-yard pickup following that run.
Comets really need to capitalize on here.
Definitely. They don't want this one coming up empty-handed. Handoff. Fake the head off. KJ's got his open man, Sky Donald, but he overthrows it that time. His man was open in the back corner of the end zone. That one just set sails way too far away. It's unfortunate. They had me with the handoff there. I thought Bosch was going to run it. KJ kept it. Had his man in that back corner. Just overthrew it a little bit.
Shariah, I think the entire house here thought that was going to be a Comet touchdown.
I was ready to scream. Instead, we're looking at 3rd and 5. KJ. Oof. Tries to shove it into a tight space there. Doesn't turn out the way he wants it. Pass ball is incomplete. Quincy Heron was the intended receiver there.
Worsley on the defense.
All right, so Comets are going to have their crack at a field goal here to go up.
And as tough as it is to settle for 3, the way this game has been going, you got to take whatever points are being given to you.
Certainly. Big opportunity here for kicker Jonathan Myers to put his team in the lead.
Myers in for a field goal. The kick is up.
Kick is up. And it's good. Just like that, the Comets take their first lead of the day. 7-10 following that field goal. Coming off of the interception by Davon Green. He's happy about it. I'm happy about it. Would have loved a touchdown. Who wouldn't? But I'm just happy to have the lead in such a tight game.
Certainly. No other way to put it. Well, Davon Green would have loved 6, but he'll take 3.
He'll take 3 and then a chance to go out there and get his 3rd pick of the day. Why not? You think the Olympians are feeling some pressure now that they're trailing in such a close game and struggling to somewhat get something going on offense?
I think they might be, but I think it's still too close of a game for them to feel any type of
panic button.
Right. The pressure probably was there even when it was a tied game.
For sure. Myers with the kick. This one's going to be returnable. Let's see where the Olympians end up. Making their way to the 30 now. Stop just shy of the 30. They're going to start with the ball at the 29-yard line.
Logan runs it back to the 29.
Pretty nice return that time.
Gonzalez with the stop.
Yeah, as the teams head on here to the field, Shirai, I want to go back to that pressure question. It's always going to be on the team with a better record here. They're the ones heading into the playoffs. They're the ones that really need to earn the enchilada here.
For sure. Especially as the last, tune-up game, like you mentioned, regular season coming to an end here. This is your last tune-up before things get super serious. So I guess dealing with some pressure, it's not a bad thing. Got runners moving around there. He had to run a lot of yards to pick up the 10 that he needed for the first after switching direction.
Strong tackle. Good for
It's going to be enough to move the chains. You know, they're a very pass-heavy offense. We don't really see them run too much, but right there they look good.
Yeah, and he ran into some traffic there and was able to find some running lanes.
Made it happen. 1st and 10 from the 39. Ooh, he had a chance to catch it, had his hand on it. My mom always said if you get your hand on the ball, you got to catch it. That's what my mom told me, but that didn't happen right there. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Your mama would have been disappointed right
She
there.
would've- come on, Padgett. My mom's watching this. You had your hand on that one. I don't think he believed he had a chance, and then it just kind of, he was like, wait, I kind of do? Oh, well, let me just let this one go. I see a Comet. I see a Comet closing in on me. Second and 10 from the 39. Defended really well by the Comets. All over that one. Enough to not allow that catch to be made. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, Jaden Latou was all over him right there. No way he was going to let him make that catch in the middle of the field.
Totally smothered him. Big 3rd down here for Leatherwood and the Olympians. Leatherwood keeps it. Pressure from the Comets. Shovel pass again, but that one falls just short of his receiver. Hits the ground first. Incomplete. 4th and 10 coming up. Really good response from the Comets defense to hang on to their 3-point lead.
One of the best responses we've seen, especially after coming off that interception for a score. Shut him down immediately.
Yeah, they gave them no room to breathe that entire drive.
None at all. And here they come off. Forced to punt.
Sky Donald ready to make a return.
Hopefully he's allowed to run a little bit this time.
Give this guy some room. We want to see something. Fair catch he calls for. Flag on the play. Could be an accident. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe we'll get an explanation this time. Refs got to have a little tea party. Make sure they get that call right, whatever it may be.
Holding on the receiving team, number 5, 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
All right, Comet's going to get caught for holding that time. Going to have to move back 10 yards. It's going to bring them, let's see. Well, they should be at the 24, but now they're going to have to go back to the 14. Nothing pretty about that one.
Well, just making their job a little bit harder than it ought to be, but
I think we love to do that.
nothing's been easy this season.
Especially at home, for whatever reason.
Yeah. Road Warrior has been the story of this team.
Yeah. 1st and 10 from the 15. Hand off to Bosch. Bosch working around. Ran into a couple walls. Bounced to the outside for a short pickup.
Bosch tries the middle of the line for a short gain. Badger with the stop.
3-yard pickup that time. 2nd and 7 coming up from the 18. They have been giving Bosch a little more involved to start this second half. So we'll see if that really does open things up for them. See if KJ can find somebody.
Let's hope so. Those short gains should help.
KJ's going to keep it. Short pass for another short pickup, if at all. That one was for Whitehead. He didn't really have anywhere to go.
No gain on that.
Yeah, you would have loved to pick up maybe at least 2 or 3 yards there, make that 3rd down a little more manageable. But, you know, 3rd and 7's that's no easy task for sure. Especially when you're backed up to your own 18. KJ keeps it. Airs one out. Looks like the receiver's arguing that, you know, defender was holding on to him a little bit. Pass was overthrown anyway. Comets kicking team running onto the field now. So both teams have punted so far in the second half. What do you think that says about the defense?
Well, we're kind of taking off exactly where we left off. Again, if you love a defensive game, this is right for you. Yeah, and that's no, as we watch this punt off, let me just take a look at this first.
Olympians going to start with the ball around midfield.
Yeah, and again, so that's nothing to disregard defenses. Obviously, a very tough part of the game, but not the most exciting part of it, right?
Right.
If anything, we've got to share the more exciting parts of it with those 2 interceptions.
Oh, for sure. Those have definitely been some of the highlights of today. So Olympians take over. 1st and 10 from the 46. See what Leatherwood can cook up here on 1st down. Has to move around from some Comet pressure. Finds his man, who's then tackled out of bounds pretty hastily there.
So defensively, one of the big changes we've been able to make is put more pressure on Leatherwood.
Yep, and even when he is able to get that ball out of his hands, you know, the Comets defenders are right on their man, and they're not letting anyone just kind of have open space in the field, which is different than some of the other games we've seen.
Right.
That time another short game, but it's enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs coming up here from Mesa.
Jaden Latua out here holding his wrist. He doesn't look too comfortable with it, but he's staying on the field.
Leatherwood's going to keep it. Picked off again! Davon Green again for the 3rd time today. I think that time Leatherwood was confused. I don't even know if he saw him there. That was just a pass that looked like it was designed for Davon. It sticks to his hands like glue. Let's take a look at it this time.
Is this man haunting him? Because at this point, he, like you said, I don't think he's seeing him. He comes out of nowhere and bam.
He just doesn't even see him sitting right there in that gap. He thinks he's got a man that's open, going to get a nice little cheap yard pickup. Instead, he turns it over. Davon Green's having a day.
After this game, whether Mesa comes out victorious or not, I think Mr.
Davon Green?
No, not Davon Green. Davon Green's going to be our hero. Leatherwood is going to go and remove the number 2 from his jersey.
Oh, well said there. Davon Green, I think if we win this game, you get the first bite of the enchilada.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. All right, Comets are going to take over. 1st and 10 from their own 39 following that pick. Davon Green's 3rd of the day. How often do you get to say that in a football game? Handoff here to Bosch. No gain that time. How often do you get to see somebody come up with 3 picks in a game? He's got himself a hat trick in a football game.
That's wild.
That doesn't happen.
It's a 3rd of what he had all season in just one game.
He's going out with a bang.
2nd and 10.
It's his last home game here. It's his sophomore season. KJ's going to keep it. He's on the run now. Makes one man miss. Is corralled by some Olympians. They're going to give him some positive yardage, though. It's going to be about a yard or 2 short of that 1st down.
And Shariah, what if I told you it's the 2nd time he's done that this season?
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
A gain of 8.
3rd and 2 coming up. Looks like KJ is going to take a breather. Jacob Harris is coming in. You think he's going to keep it? Try to pick up the 1st down on his own. Oh, looks like Latua's back there. Ooh, it's getting tricky out here.
They know about this play.
Latua's going to keep it.
He got it.
How nice was that? For a second, it looked like Jacob Harris was outside set to receive a pass. You didn't know what was going to happen if you're the defense. First down here for the Comets. KJ back in the game, so is Bosch.
I'm not going to lie to you, Shirai. I was a little scared on that.
Me too. Me too. I didn't know what I was going to have to say. My stomach was clenching.
It's worked before, but we've tried it a little bit already in this game against Mesa, and they've caught on to the Latua and offense plays.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know if we saw it with Jacob Harris running out as if he was going to be a receiver.
No, we have not.
So that was a little extra spritz in there for a trickery. KJ with it. Tries to complete that short pass to Whitehead. It's out of reach. Second and 10 coming up.
On a play like that, you do see the freshman out of KJ because he was staring the whole way right there. Mesa's going to pick up over that.
Certainly. You know, on that Latua run, that slice of pizza I just had at halftime was threatening to come up. I was pretty scared. I felt like I was on a roller coaster and I hadn't digested my food just yet.
We only get one halftime show, so unfortunately you're going to have to wait until the post game.
No, you're right. KJ here. Finds his man. Complete for the first down. Quincy Heron. Quincy Heron, excuse me.
Let's see how this one looked.
Take a look at that one.
Firstly on the defense.
Beautifully designed that time.
First and 10 from the 37.
It's enough to get us to the 37. Handoff. That time to Sky Donald. An aggressive 4 yards that time. He was running pretty hard right there. He was shaking and baking.
Interesting to see him on the running game.
Yeah, you know he loves the ball in his hands, though. You could see the eagerness. He usually has to catch his ball, so when it gets handed right to him, he's like a kid in a candy store, just trying to bring out all his shaking and baking.
As long as he gets to play, I think he's just that type of player.
For sure. Second and 7. KJ keeps it. Heavy pressure by the Olympians. They're going to pick up a sack here. Comets going to be moving backwards. He couldn't see anything else other than Olympians just crowding his view that time. Yellow shorts all over that.
Yeah, that blitz came from all sides. There's nothing he could have done about it. Best thing he did was hold on to that ball and take it.
For sure. Third and long coming up after that sack. A loss of 9 on that play.
A loss of 8, third and 16 from the 43.
Trying to maybe draw some players offside. Olympians don't bite, unfortunately. Comets going to take a timeout here. Coach doesn't like what he's seeing. It's going to be their first timeout of the half.
All right, we're going to toss it down to the field. Let's check out what's going on down there.
How's it going, everyone? It's Adam Rodarte back on the field. Right now, we have a little bit of a timeout going on, but just want to let you guys know, Davon Green has 3 interceptions on the day. He already has 1 pass breakup. Great defensive game for Davon Green. Great defensive game overall for this Palomar team. So let's see if they can continue this defensive dominance and try to score with their offense. Back to you guys.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. 3 picks for Davon Green. It's been a big factor in today's game. I was asking for it at halftime at the start of the second half, and we're seeing it. It led to a field goal. We'll see what's happening the rest of the game.
Thanks, Adam. And you called it, right? That's not the first time we've seen it together, right? 3 interceptions here on this field earlier this season. So that was incredible to see yet again. Didn't think we would see it.
I think we're the good luck.
Right.
That's what it is. That's the pattern. I finally found the pattern. It's us, Camilo.
That's what it is.
Third and 16 here, following that sack. Ooh, that pass is deflected by the front line from the Olympians. They try to track it down, maybe come up with a pick six of their own. Instead, it falls incomplete, luckily, for the Comets. So they're fortunate to be punting here instead of defending an extra point attempt.
Cogill back to punt.
Cowgill with the punt. Nice bounce. Can the Comets get there in time? Oof. Just out of reach.
Punt goes into the end zone.
Touchback coming up for the Olympians.
Placed at the 25.
We almost had that one.
Yeah, that bounce was not going anywhere the Comets' way, unfortunately.
Camilo, I think you're fast enough to get there. I think you would have got that if that was you.
Ooh. Maybe in my soccer days.
Oof. What position? Let's clear that out. What position were you?
Midfielder.
Oh, he had it in him. He had it in him. He was going to get it. Confirmed.
Long time ago, though.
First and 10, SD Mesa.
All right, first and 10 here for Mesa. Starting at the 20-yard line. Handoff here up the middle. Latua's all over that. Whoo, I saw a little suplex in there. He might be able to have a career in the WWE after that one.
WWE, AEW.
Anything. He could have his pick. He could do both at the same time.
Is the WCW still around?
Ooh, they might be. They were when I was a kid. Short gain of 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up. Leatherwood finds his man just in time, who then runs into the ground shortly after. Looked like he had to focus on securing that ball instead of thinking about the extra yards afterwards. Smart on his receiver to make sure he gathered that one all the way in, and it's enough for a first down. Leatherwood and Padgett, they've been working together this whole afternoon.
They sure have.
Nice little 1-2 punch. Let's see if they can get a touchdown together. Comets bringing the pressure. Leatherwood lets it out to Padgett pretty quick. He's going to pick up the first down after the catch. Be brought down out of bounds near the 45. That was Tucker Murphy that time for the Comets. No easy task covering Padgett for the Olympians, especially when Leatherwood targets him as often as he does. Looks like the Olympians actually have a player down right now, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Looks to be in a bit of pain. That's
Hopefully
Julian
he's
Young.
all right.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Julian Young, freshman, playing out of Spring Valley.
That's exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, luckily he's able to get up, move away on his own. Not only moving, he's running to the huddle. He doesn't want to miss a snap. Good for you, Julian Young.
Well, you know exactly what he's thinking about. He's thinking about that enchilada.
Exactly. When there's an enchilada over your head, you get up. You get up and you run. You don't even walk. You run to the inchy.
First and 10 from the 45.
First and 10 here from the 45. 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Olympian's going to hand it off. Up to Beast Mode. He's going to pick up the first down. He's going to be brought down pretty close to that 35.
Something about that number that just does wonders, doesn't it?
It does. Danny Davis, he picked a good one. He's probably got some Skittles waiting for him in the end zone if he gets there. You know why I'm here.
First and 10, the ball for 38.
Again to Beast Mode. He's going to cross that 35, make his way to the 34. 4-yard pickup that time.
Talia and Susan on the stop. The gain of 4 is 2nd and 6 at the 34.
Second and 6 here for the Olympians. Handoff again to Davis. Up the middle. It's going to be shy of the first. It's going to be 3rd and super short. Guess right now, you think he's going to run it again on 3rd down?
I think he needs to, right?
I'm not mad about it. 3rd and 2 here. This is one of those iffy situations. You definitely want to pick it up because you're only down 3. You're starting to kind of inch into that field goal range for these kickers. So this is a big 3rd down here. You don't want to punt for sure.
No, and they're putting up a great drive right here.
You're going to feed Davis again. He's going to pick up that 1st down and more. Inside the 25. Plenty of yards for a 1st down there.
All right, and unfortunately, they didn't get it off on time to finish off.
3rd quarter comes to an end.
Yeah.
Comets hanging on to a 10-7 lead.
Okay, cool. So let's check it out. Let's see what Adam has to say down there. Adam,
Back
what
to
you
the
got?
field. I'm here with Dan Lins. He's going to tell us a little bit about the new project right here at Palomar College.
Well, we're calling this phase 2 of the stadium project. What it is a completion of this beautiful stadium. So if you can pan over as a camera, what you're going to look at right here would be our concessions, our restrooms, and our ticketing area. You'll have the locker room, you'll have an equipment room, you'll have a weight room for the whole college, and then you'll have the athletic training room for all the medical needs of the department. We're super excited. We should be breaking ground as early as February. If you're a contractor, get your bids in.
Awesome. Great job by all the Palomar athletics teams. You know, there's so much community in this college, so let's try to keep building it up with everything that's coming to us. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Go Comets!
Back to you guys.
All right, so not only is he our athletic director, he's negotiating, he was producing right there, called for a pan on the camera. I'm looking forward to see what that construction is going to look like. Put your bids in. That's what he said. If I had the money, I'd be putting my bid in. I don't have it, but Palomar does.
Give me that phone.
Oh, he's got it covered. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and we got to call the trampoline park as well because that poor kid, unfortunately, is not going to have anything to bounce off of if we take down that thing. But yeah, that's going to be a great area right there. And the concession stand, I'm looking forward to it because I come in and I don't have any snacks right now, Dan. But thank you for letting us know that's coming soon, as early as February. So that means next season we're going to be up and rolling.
That hot cocoa better be steaming coming out of that concession stand.
That's right. 4th quarter, here we go.
4th quarter, looks like the fans are doing a wave to start. Danny Davis is going to run super hard that time. Looks like he did a little potential cartwheel right there on that tackle.
Right up the gut.
Right up the gut that time.
A gain of
Danny Davis is going to run from here to UC Davis at this rate, the way he's been handling this entire drive.
You know, Camilo, you might need to consider being a rapper. The way you did that little wordplay there, come on. Ghost Rider.
I mean, some things just write themselves, though.
This guy. Keep him coming. 2nd and 1 here. Palomar's 14. Davis again. He's going to pick up the 1st and a little bit of extra, making his way to the 10-yard line.
David.
If you're the Comets defense, you really got to answer here. It's a 10-7 game. They're at the 10-yard line. I think it's time for a 4th interception.
First down.
If you say interception, you know who you got to call.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Davon Green. I'm calling you. If you hear a buzz, that's me calling you. Run again. Comets try to meet him there. He said he's going to walk in for a touchdown after he dusts our man off his shoulder pads like nothing. Do we have another look at that? That one was just a little too rowdy for me. I blinked. I didn't want to see that. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm with you, Shariah. I'm almost in denial of this. He cuts to the left, cuts back in, and then just
pushes our man off of him.
Declared this bit of land his.
Olympians go up, unfortunately, and pending an extra kick, they will be up 10-14. Fourth quarter just started, though. Comets have plenty of time to respond. Defense got nothing to put their head down about. It's been a very strong game all through the 4 quarters. No time to fold now. Shaky snap there, but the kick is up and it is good.
With 13:42 left in the game.
So, Comets are now trailing 4 points. 13 minutes, 42 seconds left in this fourth quarter. No reason to panic yet. Our offense has just got to keep cooking.
Yeah, I think you're right. I tend to be the one of the two of us that panics a little bit more, but you keep us together, Shariah, and that's the right mentality to have. But, you know, they caught us with a little bit of a curveball here. We're so worried about Leatherwood and his skill set, his stature.
Very pass-heavy.
Very pass-heavy offense of Mesa, and then out of nowhere, we're talking about Palomar needing to get their run game going, but Mesa was thinking the same thing, and on their end, and that drive, they dominated.
You said it better than I could have.
So let's see how we do.
Comets not going to return this one. Going to go for the touchback instead.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the field. Palomar offense is hopping back on, but we'll see if they could get something on this drive right here. You know, first drive was very strong for both sides of the ball, but we'll see what this Palomar team can do. Back to you guys.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully we can get a response from our Comets offense. They have been putting together a pretty strong offensive game all throughout, but it's a defensive battle, so we'll see if we can cash in on some mistakes. Sky Donald that time, he's going to – looks like he fumbled the ball.
Sky Donald along the left side, and the ball is fumbled.
Yeah, Olympians come up with a fumble. Not what the Comets needed, especially just after what we just said. Things are going the way the Olympians want.
Let's see if we can spot it on here. Oh, yeah. And it's a no-brainer. You thought it would be something on the ground, but it came up while he was trying to twist. He's got to hold on to that. And he's done such a good job the entire game at holding on during very tough plays. That one just seemed kind of like trying to get tricky with it.
And you can see the look on our fans' faces. That one hurt them for sure. But they didn't give up hope. I can see some hands still clapping. A couple prayers going up to the sky. Plenty of time, Comets. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time indeed. This is going to be a tough one to hold on to because they're in very good territory right here.
Running it again. Comets chasing him down. Short pickup. Very great effort that time from the Comets defense. They know this game isn't out of reach. They're not going to fold.
Patrick on the defense.
Looks like an Olympian was hurt on that play. Looks like maybe number 2. I'm not sure if that's Jalil Tucker. He's a heavy used weapon for this Olympian offense, so it would hurt to not have him in the game. Excuse me.
And he gets his help up. Luckily, he's close to the sidelines right there. Looks like some light help off the field. Seems to be all right.
Yep, prayers up for Jalil Tucker. Never want to see a player hurt and needing help off the field, but it's good to see him moving around. 2nd and 9 here from the 22-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 22.
Another run for the Olympians, this time to Santiago. He goes up the middle for a pretty solid pickup there on 2nd down.
Santiago
It's going to make 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Latua and Patrick on the stop. Third and 5.
Only positive here is that it is a 3rd.
Big 3rd down here. Crowd starting to get into it. Quarterback's going to keep it. Incomplete pass that time. Comets catch a break. It's going to force the Olympians to think about a field goal here.
Incomplete.
You would think they do a field goal right here, right, Shariah?
Oh, yeah, they have to. They're not that crazy. Leatherwood's making his way off the field.
On the defense. Field goal units coming on for Mesa.
This is a public service announcement, folks, to make sure you lock your food.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone heard that, but our booth just got hijacked for whatever Domino's pizza we had left. If anybody sees Scott Richardson on camera and hears munching, it's pizza. The kick is no good. It's exactly what the Comets needed. Let's take another look at that one. Davon Green is super excited. Let's see who had a hand on that.
This is not something you see often, folks. Just when Mesa thought they were going to nail something here.
Whoo-wee, that looked a lot like the Chiefs game last week. All right, so it's like it never happened. The fumble never happened. We get the ball almost exactly where we gave it up. Turnover, following the missed field goal, and we're only down 4, just like we were moments ago.
It'll be Palomar ball, first down.
Wow.
10 from the 20.
Now the pizza is definitely gone. If you hear cardboard in the back, people are hungry, I guess.
People are hungry. This game is getting stressful.
You got to eat. That's how you deal with things. 1st and 10 from the 20. Handoff here to Bosch. Not much of anything on that play. Palomar's offense cannot get frustrated here. Touchdowns have been hard to come by, but you're definitely not going to be getting it when you're getting irritated with each other. Keep your composure. You've been here before. You're down 4. It's in striking distance.
From the 21.
Pickup of 1 that time. 2nd and 9 from the 21.
Blitz coming.
KJ keeps it. Is airing it out to Whitehead, who can't get around there fast enough. It's going to fall incomplete. A big 3rd and 9 coming up. I feel like our 3rd downs come up so quick. Is that just me?
It's not just you, Shariah.
Well, that's good to hear. Makes me think I'm going crazy. I think every time I look, I'm looking at 3rd down.
You got to feel like our defense feels the same way, too. Like, man, we are not getting any breaks.
Oh, yeah. Big 3rd down here. Arguably the biggest yet. Finds Whitehead this time. Whitehead's got to work for that 1st down. He's coming up short. Flags on the play, though. See a Comet down on his back, so it looks like things might go our way. I love a chippy 4th quarter, especially in a close game. I love the energy coming out. I don't want to see anybody getting ejected, but I'm not mad at tempers flaring. I like it.
Well, in a physical game like this, you'd expect something like that.
After the play, personal foul, defense number 52.
There it is.
Automatic 1st down.
Could be a costly mistake that time by the Olympians. They're going to give up a 1st down when they were looking at maybe even getting the ball back following a punt. They're going to give us the yards we need in the 4th quarter in the game that we're trailing. We will take the present.
1st and 10 Comets.
First and 10 now from the 39. 11.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Comets trailing 4 points. Handoff to Bosch. Bosch has some room. Makes a couple man's miss. Lands awkwardly, legs in the air. But he gets up quick.
Coach Bosch to the right for a nice
Just when he
gain.
was about to find a lot of real estate, he gets taken out. That's unfortunate.
Cortell on the stop.
7-yard pickup nonetheless. 2nd and 3 coming up from the 46. Bosch again. Just shy of that first. So we're going to be looking at another big 3rd down. And it looks like KJ's coming off the field. Jacob Harris is making his way on, as well as Latua. They're going to choose power.
Power trickery. We'll
Power
see what they
trick.
go.
3rd and 1, the ball 48.
Palomar just needs 1-yard pickup. Jacob Harris is out there receiving now. Latua hangs on to it. He's got a lot of room on that outside. He's going to take it all past the 40 now. Makes his way inside the 30-yard line. Big play that time by Latua. He's fired up. The whole sideline's fired up. I don't want to see any flags here. Coaches are getting their guys back. Refs are trying to grab control of the excitement. And they do. The chains move. And no yellow on the field. Yellow flag, that is. I'm still looking at yellow shorts.
I'm okay with seeing some yellow shorts out there, and that's about it.
No flags, right?
No flags.
1st and 10 after the huge gain that time, making our way to the 28-yard line. Under 10 minutes left to go in this one. Palomar knocking on the door, not going away. Bosch again. He's met right away at the line of scrimmage, perhaps even behind it.
Chris Bosch tries the center of the line.
He was hit pretty hard. I'm glad he held on to the ball. I saw it kind of move around for a second. I was scared.
I think he's worked on that since the first game or two.
Yeah, that was a little scary. Definitely protecting the ball a little bit better than the start of the season. Loss of 1 that time, 2nd and 11. KJ hangs on to it. Heavy pressure. Ooh, KJ throws it right into the Olympian's hand. He's going the other way. KJ needs to make a tackle here. He does. Saves the pick 6, but he does lose the ball. Heavy pressure that time from the Olympians. KJ really just wanted to get it out of his hands, and instead, while he does do that, he gets it right to the Olympians. Let's take a look.
And that one.
He's going to want that one back.
Yeah, he's going to look at this one for.
You got to take the sack there.
You do.
You got to take the sack. Keep possession. He couldn't even really see. He saw a little red blip running around in his eyes, and just throws the ball out there.
I think that is quite the definition of a rookie mistake.
Unfortunately. So Olympians will take over. 1st and 10 from the 48. Clock is now under 9 minutes left. It's back on the Comets' defensive shoulders here. Davis is going to run it. Big gain that time on 1st down. Might even picked up enough to move the chains.
Davis right up the middle. Divine and Latua with the
About a
stop.
yard short of that 1st down. Picked up 9 that time.
2nd and 1.
Comets defense really need to come up big here.
The ball to 43.
Second and 1. Handoff again. Why not? Certainly enough for the 1st down and a little extra. Comets trying to strip that ball out, poke it out, punch it out any way they can. Davis protects it. The chains are going to move.
Danny Davis off right tackle for a 1st down, Mesa. Sisson and Latua on the stop. First and 10 from the 39.
First and 10 from the 39. Davis is going to hit the sideline. Santiago's going to enter the game for him. Hand off to Santiago. Is up the middle. Couple yard pickup before being brought down by Kavion Hicks.
Up the middle.
Flag that time. Things are getting pretty chippy over there. Players need to be separated. We'll see who this flag's on. Neither team can afford a flag at this point of the game.
No, there isn't much room for error, let alone silly mistakes.
Looks like the Comets think it's going to be in their favor. No word yet from the ref. Looks like the refs are even frustrated with each other.
Personal foul, number 72, the offense. Personal foul, number 91, the defense. Penalty offset. Replay first down.
So they're going to replay this one. Penalties offset. Looks like both teams got caught being a little too emotional.
Correct. We have second down.
Second and 8 from the 36.
Second and
Second and 7, excuse me.
6.
Santiago is brought down almost as fast as he got the ball.
Salas off the
Picked
right
up
tackle.
2 yards that time. Big 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Olympians.
Stop. 3rd and 5 at the 34.
A lot of noise coming from the Palomar sideline here for this 3rd and 5. Olympians trying to draw them offside. They don't bite. They get it off just in time. Oh, and it's intercepted by Hicks. He's moving with it. Hold on to it, Hicks. Oh, he bobbles and loses it. I don't know who's going to come up with it after that one. He had it. He got too excited, loses it. We'll see who comes up with it. Oh, Olympians get it, and I think based on the way the possession changed, they might even get a fresh set of downs because of that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Shariah,
I
think
hope
you're
I'm
right.
wrong, but let's take a look.
But have you ever seen anything like this?
I have not. I have not ever seen this in my life, actually. Look at this amazing catch.
He had it.
He's thinking touchdown. He doesn't know where to go. Loses it. And now not only do the Olympians get the ball back, they should be getting it with a fresh set of downs because possession changed.
They did.
Jeez.
But
Ball's recovered by Mesa.
that is just so confusing.
That's not something you can even.
It's
I don't
first
think
and
I've
10.
had that happen to me in a nightmare,
No.
let alone real life.
That's wild. That is wild.
They were just getting ready to get the ball back if it fell incomplete. Now they got a 1st and 10. With 6 minutes left, they're going to choose to run the ball. I don't know what to say.
Oh.
Kavion Hicks, somebody get in his helmet and make sure he's all right.
No gain.
I still am like kind of at a loss for words here. My hands are just up. I don't know what to say right there.
It's like a sack, but
worse. I don't even know what to say. If he would have just not even caught the ball, we would have had the ball back. But instead, we intercept it, then fumble it, and give them a fresh set of downs. 2nd and 10 here. Fakes the throw. Fakes the run. Makes a throw.
all right, let's talk down to Adam on the field and see what he has to think about the play.
Welcome back down to the field. Earlier in this drive, we had a pick by Kavion Hicks, but it was a fumble. So that gave San Diego Mesa another set of downs. Now it's again 3rd down for this San Diego Mesa offense. Let's see if the Palomar Comets can try to recreate another interception. Back to you guys.
Yeah, you could barely hear him over that energized crowd over there. Big 3rd down coming up, like he said. 3rd and 5 right here. Let's see. Maybe we'll get a pick again. He's scrambling. Oh, does he come down with it? Palomar calls it incomplete. Refs say he does make the catch, and it's enough to move the chains. Not only that, he also got out of bounds.
First down, Mesa.
Camilo still can't believe what he just saw. I can't either, but somebody has to talk, I guess. That has to be one of the craziest things I've ever seen in a football game. especially with what was at stake. You know, like that was 3rd and 5, and we're down 4. So like in the 4th quarter, getting the ball back is just like a Christmas present, let alone intercepting it and moving with it down the field.
You just have to feel for him because he did such a spectacular job.
He couldn't believe it. I think he forgot he had to hold on to the ball. And you know, I mean, the plays have to keep going on, but you can just tell in his body language he's still thinking about that one. And how could you not? I don't even know if I could keep playing after I did that. An Olympian is down. Hopefully he's all right. I can't tell who that is, but he looks pretty shaken up right now.
I think that's beast mode, but yeah, hopefully he's all right. All right, and let's go down to Adam on the field. What you got for us, Adam?
We got an injury timeout right here. Looks like it's Danny Davis down on the field. He has 2 touchdowns and 90 rushing yards on the day. Before the game, we actually wanted to talk to him a little bit. He said he was going to give us 2 to 3 touchdowns, and it's going to be a long game for the Palomar Comets. But right now, he's still sitting at 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's see what happens here. Back to you guys.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right. He's been a pretty big factor, especially in the second half for this Olympian offense. So they're going to be sad to see him if he can't get back into this game. With under 4 minutes left, he's going to be pivotal in making sure Olympians can run that clock out and make the task even taller for the Comets to come back.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 98 yards, but they're going to need every little yard, especially with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in this game and only 4 points setting everything apart. And self-inflicted fumbles, just stuff you never heard of.
Yeah, I've definitely never seen that. I'm probably going to rewatch that a couple of times. He is able to get off the field on his own. He doesn't have his helmet on, so he could be sitting the rest of this one out, but he is walking.
That's good to see.
For sure.
Electric player, that's for sure.
2nd and 6 coming up here for the Olympians. Santiago bounces to the outside. Is brought down just shy. And a couple yards shy of that first. Another big 3rd down coming up here for this Comets defense. Could be one of their last opportunities to control what they can control and get this ball back.
That's right. And remember, the Comets have spent 1 timeout already, so
they're down to 2. They do have that 2-minute warning in their pocket, you know, about a minute away from that. So that'll stop the clock. But, I mean, the biggest thing they need to do right now is to get a stop here on 3rd down. Looks short from here. I think the refs are going to call it short as well.
Palomar stuffs him at the line.
Palomar rose up to the challenge that time, but I don't see any kickers coming onto the field for the Olympians. It's going to be 4th and very, very short here. Comets going to have to do the same thing again. They don't have any room to give up here.
it's almost fitting that it comes down to this right here, Shariah.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Camilo.
Looks like the Olympians are going to talk it over. This probably benefits Palomar, if anything.
Going to use that 2-minute warning, let the clock run down. That's what's going to stop the clock here.
We're facing a 4th and 1. Let's go fast. Fire up the boys!
All right, so Adam, what do you think? Big 4th down coming up right here. Anything we should be looking out for?
It's a 2-minute warning right here for the Palomar Comets. This is do or die for the king of the county. whoever wins this game will be crowned tonight. But if the Comets are able to stop them, they are able to get one more drive in. This offense has to stay locked in as much as possible, but their defense has to get their stop. Their defense has been very good tonight, giving them as many turnovers as possible. So we'll see if the Palomar Comets defense can try to stop them and the offense can go ahead and score it in for a touchdown or possibly more. Thank you. Have a good one. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Adam. Well said. It's going to all come down to this very play right here, 4th and 1. It's a huge play, biggest play of the game. This is our chance to get the ball back and control what we control.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild time. 4th and 1, it's never comfortable. I'm not looking forward to it. Unless we are able to stop it, of course. It's going to be super exciting. Yeah, it just comes down to this, right?
Yeah, here we go. This is for all the marbles. The whole enchilada. Handoff here. Oh, he's going to get it plus a yard. Moves the chains here. You can see some of the heads rocking on the Comet sideline. Not what we wanted. They're going to have to start burning those timeouts to stop the clock.
Divine makes a stop.
That was Santiago stepping in for Beast Mode. Beast Mode's still on the sideline. He is running up and down, though. I can see him with some athletic trainers, so there is a chance he comes in to finish this game off. But in case he can't, Santiago's been doing his own thing and keeping the boat still moving, yeah.
Time's out on the field. Palomar.
So Palomar did call the timeout, although the clock seemed to have run for a little bit longer than it should have.
Yeah, 10-second runoff there at least.
So after that huge pickup right there from the Olympians,
there's a lot of things going through this Comet sideline head. I could tell you that. KJ throwing that interception rather than taking the sack with the heavy Olympian pressure coming. Then you got Hicks, who did intercept it momentarily, then fumbled it, and giving the Olympians a fresh set of downs late in the 4th quarter. Then they pick up that first down on 4th and really short. I mean, there's a lot of things they wish could have gone differently. Now they're using their timeouts to stop the clock. They got 1 left, under 2 minutes. It's 1st and 10 here for the Olympians. Things are looking pretty, we're going to need a Comet miracle. Let's just say that. Handoff here. He finds some room. Good for a good chunk there. Looks like Beast Mode's making his way back in. So he's all right. That's the good news, if there is any good news.
Valencia with the tackle.
I didn't like that the song started with "When You're Ready to Leave."
Yeah. Talk about timing. Timing is everything. It's a beautiful stadium. It hasn't really been the season we wanted in it, but I'm just happy to see some fans still smiling and taking pictures and laughing, dancing to the music. It would be nice to have a win on top of everything, but looks like our Comets are still going to find some heavy support either way it goes.
I think so. And I think part of it, too, as beautiful as the stadium is, part of the story of it, too, is how kind of the team is right now. It's not fully built yet.
For sure. Yeah, we're still looking at some dirt and blue fences, so everything's not done yet. Don't start grading just yet. Second and 5 coming up. You have to think another first down just totally ends this game, right?
Absolutely.
Beast Mode's back in, and there is his first down. Olympians going to run this clock out.
Danny Davis on the left side.
And they're thinking about how yummy that enchilada is going to be.
Man, Kings of the County, we're going to have to step off the throne.
That's unfortunate. I was looking forward to it.
It's been a pretty crazy game, just all throughout. Every 4 quarters there was something new, right? Like we had 3 interceptions. We've got that last interception slash fumble. Sky Donald fumbled.
Yeah.
Things got a little crazy here at the end.
The Sky Donald fumble was very unfortunate, too, because the whole game he's been reliable.
Right.
And that's definitely very unlike him.
But, you know, right after that drive, we blocked a field goal. It's like you really couldn't tell which way this game was going to go, and it makes sense that it's, you know, it's going to end a 10-14 game. Not in our favor, unfortunately, but it's just been a crazy all-around 4 quarters.
Right.
Olympians just going to take a couple knees to really end this one out. You see some of the fans starting to hit the exits, packing up those bleacher chairs. Make sure you get a bleacher chair. You don't want to damage your rear end on a good old bleacher.
Costco brand.
It's a great investment. If you can get your hands on one, get it. So that's going to be the ball game. Some pretty upset sophomores here, but I think it's been a pretty good. It was a pretty hard-fought game. Good season all around. Growing pains for sure, but, you know, these sophomores really set the tone on the way that this team needs to carry themselves, especially in the new stadium. So,
yeah. I think definitely a very interesting game.
To say the least, to say the least.
We saw incredible plays.
Things you can't make up. I said I've never even seen it happen in my nightmare, let alone real life. So I couldn't have imagined it. I don't think Hicks could have imagined it, but he's going to have to forget about that one.
Yeah. But let's see what Adam has to say down on the field. Adam, what you got for us?
Welcome back to the field, everybody. It's Adam Rodarte here. Final score, 10-14. San Diego Mesa is your king of the county. Palomar falls just short of that. Overall, the team did very well on defense. Offense wasn't able to capitalize on big turnovers like the 3 interceptions by Davon Green. Davon Green had himself a night. Kavion Hicks had a very good night as well. Overall, great defensive team, but the offense wasn't able to get it done for this team. Back to you guys.
All right, well, Adam said it best there. It was a great day for us. We had some really good moments, some really strange moments, and I mean that's the way the game ends. That's the way the season ends. Thank you to our cheerleaders. Thank you to our fans for showing up for all these home games in this beautiful new stadium. Thank you for Dan for being one of the best negotiators. If you're a contractor, get your bids in because we got some buildings to make. And it's been a great season on our end. Very happy to be here, and I'm going to miss it.
Yeah. Don't everybody think you're going to get to say bye to just anybody here without what am I trying to say here? This is Shariah's last game here.
This is my last game as a comment is what he's trying to say, and I've had a really good time doing this with you guys. And you know what? I know the Palomar streams are only going to get better from here. So thank you for helping me and, you know, bearing with me because I'm sure I've been stuttering here and there. So.
No, that's not true. So part of, like, Palomar's growing stream team has been, you know, we couldn't have done it without Shariah Love. So thank you so much for being part of our team.
Thank you.
And we're definitely going to miss you.
Man. Don't make me cry the Comet way. Let's end it right here before I start crying.
No.
Come on. Thank you. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. I'm a Comet forever. I might get it tatted by the time I leave here.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm committed. Red, I'm Comet down. You might see it on my forehead the next time you see me. Don't be alarmed. There's always a spot for a Comet.
Well, you can always come down. Make sure you come graduate.
Oh, yeah.
Come down to commencement.
Yes.
Come down when the stadium is finished.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Test things out. Make sure everything's up to my standard.
And then next season, when the team is up and running and doing much better, then, you know, you can come in and be a guest commentator.
I'll take it. Get a slice of the enchilada.
Come get a slice of the pizza before our
before Scott comes and eats the box.
Our lead faculty member who comes in
Father Comet
during for only one game of the season.
Mind you. At that.
Steals our food. But anyway, yeah, we're definitely going to miss you.
Thank you. I'm going to miss you too.
Best of luck.
We'll see you guys at the next stream. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. See you next season.